Hey everyone, it's me Infinite Designer. Recently, this map animation tutorial of our channel crossed 100k views. And many of you are commenting for the next part of this tutorial. So, here it is. So first, let's see the preview.
This is India. Do you know which is the biggest state in India? So Rajasthan is the biggest state of India, which covers 3,42,239 square kilometers of area. And Goa is the smallest state of India, which covers only 3,702 square kilometers of area. This is India. Do you know which is the biggest state in India? So Rajasthan is the biggest state of India, which covers 3,42,239 square kilometers of area. And Goa is the smallest state of India, which covers only 3,702 square kilometers of area.
So to create this map animation, we need a high-quality world map image. So I will provide a high-quality map image on our Telegram channel. But there is a problem. If we use this image directly in alight motion, and if we zoom in this image, then this image will lose its quality. So we will use screenshots of the map. So open this map image in Google Photos. Now zoom in the image like this. Now take a screenshot. Now we got a high quality map image. So now again come to Google Photos and now zoom into the country and again take a screenshot. Now we got a high quality image of the country. And now zoom into the state. Here I am zooming to Rajasthan state. Now again take a screenshot. As per my script, I need a high quality image of Goa also. So now I will zoom in to Goa and again take a screenshot. So now I have 4 high quality map images. So to make a final video, I have to combine them and make a single high quality map image. But before that, we need map PNGs of India, Rajasthan and Goa. So you can download them from Google. I will suggest you Egg PNG for maps. You can download any PNG of country and state because we can easily add any solid color into it directly in alight motion. So now open alight motion. Now first add the first screenshot and place it properly. Now to go forward, add a camera. Now zoom in the camera like this. Now add the second screenshot. Now first decrease the opacity little bit, see it properly. Now place it exactly onto the country like this. Adjust the size of the second screenshot to fit it perfectly. After placing it properly, increase it opacity again. Now you can see the quality difference. This is before, this is after. Before, after. Now zoom in the camera on the first state, which is Rajasthan. Now add the third screenshot here and place it again as we placed the second screenshot. You can see the quality difference here also. Now similarly, zoom into the next state and place the screenshot here again. Now our final map is ready. Now we will place the map PNGs onto this map. So first add the map of India. Now adjust its size and place it properly onto the map. Now add a solid color effect onto this PNG. Now here, set any color. I am setting it to this blue color. Now go to opacity and decrease the opacity like this. Now similarly, add the map PNGs of states also. Now we can start the animation process. But before that, decrease the opacity to 0 of all the PNGs. Now first add keyframes at 0 and 1 seconds. Now drag the camera forward by Z value at first keyframe. Make this graph here. Now go to opacity of India map and add similar keyframe. Now increase the opacity at second keyframe. Now we will create a shiny outline animation around the map. So for that, first duplicate the India map. Now remove the solid color effect from this duplicated PNG and remove the opacity keyframes also. Now add a contour lines effect. Set the color to white and decrease the outset to 0. Now decrease the fill to 0. Now add a radial race effect. Here, set the count to 3. Now set the color to green. Now come to feather and increase the angular feather. Now come to angle and add keyframe at 0.15 and 1.05 seconds. Now increase the angle at second keyframe like this. Make this graph here. Now add a chroma key effect and remove this green color. Now come to opacity and add similar keyframes. Now come to the middle frame of these two keyframes and add a keyframe. Now decrease the opacity to 0 at first and third keyframe. Now come between first and second keyframe. Make this graph here. Now come between second and third keyframe and make this graph. Now add a edge glow effect and adjust it little bit to add a shiny glow on these outlines. And our shiny outline animation is ready. Now add keyframes at 4 and 5 seconds. Now zoom in the camera by Z value and place it to the Rajasthan. Now go to opacity of Rajasthan map and add similar keyframes. Increase the opacity to 100% at second keyframe. Now we will create that shiny outline animation on this map also. So duplicate the map of Rajasthan and do the similar process again as we have done with the India map. Now we have to add the name animation here. So for that, create a new element. Now here, first add your text. Now add the shape first. Now go to Edit Shape and first adjust the shape according to the text. Now set the X value to tail to 0 and Y value of tail to around 200. Now increase the size of tail like this. Now make any gradient color like this. Now add an inner glow effect onto the shape. Now adjust the inner glow values like this to achieve this kind of look. Now add a null layer and pair text and shape layer with null. Now go to rotation of null and add to keyframes. Now rotate the null at first keyframe. Now make this type of elastic bounce graph here. Copy this graph also for further use. Now go to scaling options and add similar keyframes. Now decrease its size to 0 at first keyframe. Paste the graph here. Now go some frames forward and add the text layer for numbers. Now add a count up and down effect. Add to keyframe in add value. Now go to first keyframe and decrease the add value like this. Now make a simple coming up animation on this text by using that copied graph like this. Now at last, add a shadow by using blurred black circle layer like this. And with this, our name animation is ready. Now again come back to our main project. Now here, add the name element that we have made. Now similarly, we will animate the camera for our next state, which is Goa as per my script. Add 2 keyframes in camera and zoom in the camera at second keyframe and place the camera on the second state like this. Now add keyframes in opacity of map PNG and make a appearing animation. Now repeat that exact process to add the shiny outline animation on this map PNG also. Now create the similar name animation element for this state also and add that element on this also. Now at last, add a subtle shadow on the state map PNGs. Now our animation part is ready. But this looks very simple and static. To make it interesting and engaging, we have to add continuous movement in the camera. So for that, come to the scaling options of the camera. Now here, add to random keyframes. Now zoom out the camera at second keyframe. Use this graph here. Now go forward and add another keyframe randomly. Now zoom in the camera at this keyframe. Now camera is focusing on the first state. So now again add to keyframes randomly. Now zoom out the camera at second keyframe. Now go forward and add another random keyframe. Now zoom in the camera at this keyframe. Keep doing this zoom in and out randomly in the whole video. But remember, don't add zooming keyframes when the camera is zooming on any state. Always add keyframes after camera completes its zooming movement on any state. Now similarly, add random keyframe in rotation option of camera and rotate the camera on every keyframe. And we are done. We have simply created an amazing and viral high-quality map animation in alight motion. So now use this map animation method and create stunning map animations.